So please, Daniel, tell me about your. Is it a startup, your company, or?
Essentially it is, yes. Founded in January, so we can certainly call it a startup. Essentially it's probably more like a joint venture of i5 Invest and Runtastic, and we're going strong ever since.
Okay, the name is sorry, what was the name of this?
The name is AllAboutApps, and probably the name says more than I could ever say. It's all about apps, simply.
What are you doing?
Well, we do everything you could need for apps. We develop apps, we market your apps, we consult you on apps, we'll monitor your apps. We'll tell you if you need an app, we'll tell you if you don't need an app, and well, quite frankly spoken, we simply love apps.
Tell me about application marketing, what you are doing.
Well, in application marketing, what we do is a lot of people just develop apps and don't know what to do with the app, and we try and help you bring your app into your market. If you want to launch an app, or maybe if you want to go into a new market, we'll try and figure out with your budget, with the time frame, and the app as such, what we can do. Of course, essentially you cannot market every app. That's very important to mention. So the first step we usually do is take a very close look at the app. Because there's no point in marketing a low quality app, because with marketing all you do is you generate visibility, and if your app is bad, well, you don't want that. You don't want 49 negative reviews or 1-star reviews on the App Store, but you want a good. So essentially a good app, we'll place it in the market, we'll try and create visibility for it via PR, via contacting bloggers, reviewers, third-party people, and so on, and try and get into the top 25 in the respective country. That's the ideal target, because that's the maximum visibility. Quite simply because we do know that the average, for example, iOS user checks the top 25 about once a week. 80% of them do. So, long story short, if you're in the top 25, you're visible. If not, you're not. Of course, you can say if you're outside of that, if you're still in the category, that's still good. But if you're outside of that, it's very difficult to find your app, because only 9 out of 100 apps are found via the name, so we try and generate a lot of visibility.
So you are doing a strategy for companies. How is that working?
Well, the thing is, if you want an app, and a lot of people want an app right now, the main factor in deciding to have an app is quite simply either the boss has a new iPhone or your competition has an app. So it's a Me Too effect. But to be honest, the app is a very important marketing tool, and a lot of people forget about that. So we try and work out what your company does, if your company needs an app or not, what that app should transport, and how it will fit into your marketing mix to ideally target your customers or your target group.
What is your market?
Well, essentially, our initial core market was, of course, Austria, but in development, we've been looking all over, or starting to move out of Europe. Also, CE is very interesting. Of course, CE is Europe too, but Western Europe, CE is very exciting. In marketing, we look at it internationally. Of course, in marketing, the most exciting market for everyone is America, the US. We also do stuff there. We've launched some apps quite successfully in the US and penetrated the top 25 free overall, which is the way to go. And France, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, you name it, we've done it.
How do you do that? What tools?
It's a variety of tools, but first of all, as I said, it's very, very, very dependent on your app. The next thing you want to do is you want to create a certain buzz for your app. You want to have people talk about it, you want to have it visible in blogs and reviews, and then if your app is really strong, you might want to use, let's call it third-party or accelerators. There's a bunch of additional partner companies we work with that are expert or have expertise on individual markets. We'll talk to them. So essentially, we also work a bit like an advertising agency as such.
How can they find you?
Well, first off, they can find us on the internet, AllAboutApps.at, and just keep your eyes open. Hopefully, you'll see us, and yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.